My name is Barasa. I moved to Japan to teach English from Kenya. If you're interested, subscribe. You don't want to miss it. Come on, join the bandwagon. Hey guys, welcome to the channel. In case you're new here, hi, my name is Barasa and I'm very excited to be here today. Today's video is going to be about reasons why you will enjoy teaching English in Japan. Again, a disclaimer, I'm a bit unwell. So bear with me as this video goes on. I might have a little cough here and there. I have a cold. So let's get into it. Reason number one as to why you'll enjoy teaching English in Japan, it's a different experience. I feel like for me as a teacher specifically, I needed something that was different because I felt like as a teacher, my career was a bit stagnant back home. And teaching English here is just a different experience, something new. It's a bit exciting. It gets you up and running. Your motivation is high and it kind of gets you out of your comfort zone. So it's just generally a different experience. Number two is career growth. Now, I think this is a plus when you are a teacher by profession. Because many people who teach English in Japan and abroad, normally they do not have a, experience, or their degree is not in education because they do it to travel or to experience a new culture, blah, blah, blah. But if you're a teacher by profession, I feel like it's an opportunity to grow career-wise. It means you have experience in a foreign country. And if you wanted to get a better opportunity outside of Japan, you can easily do that because you have something that speaks for itself. It speaks volume when somebody sees that in your CV. If you really wanted to go for that big job, I think Japan acts as a stepping stone. So this might be something as to why you'd want to, you would enjoy about teaching English in Japan because it motivates you. You see that's something that builds your character and builds your CV, builds your reputation as a person. And it gives you the confidence to go for the bigger goals, the things that you thought you'd not achieve. It fuels that energy. Number two, another reason why you will enjoy teaching in Japan is independence. Imagine being in a country where your parents are not there to push you, do this, do that, do that. You do whatever you want to do. Nobody is watching. Nobody knows you here. Literally, nobody from back home knows you. You can decide to come here and change your entire personality, how you dress, how you walk, how you speak, how you do things, and you're not going to feel judged because, this is not who you were 5 years ago. But now nobody knows you, so you have the independence to do whatever you want and be whoever you want to be. And I think that's one of the pros. I feel like being in a new country where you choose to decide how you want to do things in this new environment is a big plus. The next one, number 4, finding yourself. I think Japan has, apart from just independence, independence is a part of finding yourself. You are able to sit with yourself and introspect that, I think being a teacher here, these are my strengths, because now you're in an environment that challenges you and you find yourself noticing things about you that you never knew you possessed or you had, qualities and abilities that you have now discovered about yourself, new discoveries. Now you're able to go out on dates by yourself. Sometimes you're even able to drive a lesson by yourself regardless of whether the Japanese teacher is in there or not. And finding yourself, I feel like I've really found myself in this country in many ways. I've been able to do so many things that I would never have done if I never moved to Japan to teach. Another one is safety. Japan is very safe, guys. Like I could take my phone and leave it on the streets and go about my day and come back and I'll find it there, or I'll find it at the police station. Literally. I could lose my wallet with 100,000. Somebody will pick it and take it to the police station. And I would find it intact. No money stolen, nothing taken. Just as it is. I think this safety thing still scares me. It's not supposed to scare me, but it scares me because I'm like, people in this country are just so cultured in a way that they don't take what is not theirs. So you find that even just walking at night at 12 midnight, I'm not scared that somebody's gonna rob me. I'm not scared that somebody's gonna hit or kill me. And I think the only thing that I'm scared of is the earthquake. Obviously, the earthquakes, they could do a lot more damage. They're very unexpected. It's not something I'm used to myself because there are so many. But in terms of safety, Japan is generally a safe space and very clean. Japan is very clean. You could literally put food on the floor and eat. I'm exaggerating. But Japan is very, very, very clean. So I think these are things you'd enjoy if you moved to Japan to teach. Another one is mindset and value building. I think Japanese culture is very big on, like, their way of life is very structured, I feel. And the way that they do things would able to change your mindset on things, your perspective on things. You'll start seeing the value of certain things that you would never have. And I think that's one of the pros, that Japan is that country that is able to challenge you. It challenges the things that you believe in. It challenges the way that, you do things as a person, how you are used to doing things as a person. And I can assure you that the moment you leave this country, you will have something tangible to take with you back home that is going to be of value or an addition of what you already have. So building mindset and value, I think that's very important. The next one is the weather. Japan has 4 seasons: summer, winter, spring, and autumn. Kenya do we have seasons? We have rainy season and dry season. And I think if you're somebody who likes to explore, different foods, different seasons, dressing, I think Japan is that place for you, because in summer, things are just different. Japan looks different. Every season, things just look different, meaning there are seasonal foods and fruits that you might want to eat and explore. And yeah, it's nice. I feel like sometimes in summer it's too hot for me. It's not sometimes, it's too hot because I'm not used to this. And in winter it's too cold. Like right now it's winter and it's too cold to do anything. And autumn and spring is just like that nice in between season. So also very nice. The next one, I don't know. The next one is food. But to be honest, I really don't enjoy Japanese food. But many people do, because one, Japanese cooking emphasizes on simplicity and time. So the shorter the better, the simple it is the better, the natural it is the better. Meaning spices are not, it's not their vocabulary. It's not a part of their vocabulary. Their food is very healthy and, some are nice, but in general, I eat Kenyan food or Western food most of the time. But many people, if you enjoy sweets, you'll really love Japan. If you like pastries and all these things, you'll really enjoy Japan. But if you're not a sweet tooth as me, you might not really enjoy, things here, because everything seems to be too sweet for me in the country, especially when it comes to snacks. And when it comes to like food, it's less tasty for me. But for many people, I noticed that Japan has a huge variety of food. Like I've never seen that much food in one place in my entire life. So much food, so much food. Like anything, you can get it here. But also, I think a point that I should raise, there's also a lot of food from different cultures, ethnicities, countries. So if it's food you will enjoy, but if you just want to experience Japanese food, I don't like Japanese food to be specific, but there's a whole lot of food. And if you're also like me, who's very picky when it comes to food, you can enjoy Indian food, African food. Like there's food from all over the world in this country. So that's something that you can also enjoy. The next one is cultural immersion. I think it is not news to anyone that Japanese culture is very strong and very beautiful, something to admire. And the way they've been able to merge tradition and modernity and they can coexist together is something that I really, really admire. Because back home, I always feel like it either has to be tradition or modernity. So one has to be on top of the other, but here they coexist in a very, very beautiful way. When it comes to clothing, their dressing, their infrastructure, their food, their mannerisms, and just how they do things. I like that it's a good combination of the two, and that's very beautiful. Even when it comes to their culture in terms of entertainment, you can see how big of an industry it is when it comes to anime, manga, music and all these things. I feel like they have done a very good job in terms of their culture. And if you're a person who enjoys integrating in different cultures and learning, I feel like Japan is that place for you. You will really like it here. And not just Japanese culture, I feel like there's so much you can explore. I think every year there's an African festival in Tokyo. There's always, I don't know, Bangladesh or India. Like there's always a festival for a certain country. There's just always something to do to celebrate cultures from all over the world, as long as that culture is present in Japan. I think the people are here. There's always something for you to do. The last one is cheap medical service. Let me put this into perspective. So first, the health insurance in Japan works, even though it only covers 70% and you get to pay 30%. I've seen people do major surgeries for so little, for as cheap as $100, for as less than that, because the medical service here is efficient, accessible, and most importantly, cheap. So you will not have to break the bank to get treated if you're sick. You don't need to sell land if you're sick, because it is very, very cheap. So I hope this video was helpful. It informs your decision about teaching English in Japan. If these are things that you think really speak to you, Japan is the right place for you. See you again next time. Same place.